What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. You know it's big, we're a big story. And if you don't know, my name is Natalie Guerra and I'm on a mission to build the best lifestyle channel in Africa. So as you can see, I'm not alone. Today I have a gorgeous
my bestie.
I'll allow her to introduce herself.
Hey besties, my name is BOIKANYO from BOTLHALE's World.
Period. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel as well. I will leave her, I will leave the link in the description box. So make sure that you subscribe to her channel. As you guys can see by the title, today we are doing a friendship mukbang. So if you get turned off by people eating and talking, this is the time to click out.
But also smash it.
Stay for the beauty.
Stay. Exactly.
So yeah, we're just going to be talking all things friendship, meeting friends as an adult, maintaining friendships as an adult, friendships and men, girl code, red flags, everything, like anything goes. So if that's the conversation you're trying to have, then please do stay tuned. So we are going to be having some Burger King.
Yes, sir.
I hope BOTLHALE likes her meal, guys, because one thing about
this hand.
And I have vlogs to show for it.
I just enjoy really good food, okay?
And I have a vlog to show.
Not that I'm difficult.
The first thing we're going to talk about is making friends as an adult. So how do you actually meet people and like begin adult friendships?
I feel like making friends as an adult is pretty hard. Like I feel like people form like solid friendships like in high school or varsity. Like I feel like if you didn't catch your friends in high school or varsity,
that bus is gone.
Yo, because like
that bus is gone.
Adulting, people are working. Others already have formed their lifetime squads.
Others have families.
Others have, Nina, you have best friends that you've known since bro, give us a chance.
Be squeezing in.
Give us a chance. But recently I've been finding that a lot of like the friends that I've been making are like people that are like in the like influencing circle or like are creatives. So like a lot of the friends now I feel like I'm making friends from set or making friends from like people that I'm shooting videos with.
So like from your line of work.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm starting to find my friendships now currently. Yeah, I can't think of any other friend that I've made out of only social media. No, because some people make friends off of social media. I think I find that one hard. Like I'm like, we can vibe and all and be like bestie and everything. But like it's hard. Like I don't know if we know each other like that. But I wouldn't be closed off to the idea personally. Like of meeting certain people off of social media. And yourself?
I think for me, it's tough. It's really tough to make friends as an adult. But I think like you said, like in your line of work, it's easier to make friends while you're doing stuff. Like so maybe if you have hobbies or like you have stuff that you do, then you can meet friends there. But I think with certain lines of work, like for example when I was working, if you think of like a corporate setup, you know, they always say like your colleagues are not your friends. You know? Like your colleagues are not your friends. Although I have made a friend through work and obviously like now a friendship can flourish even more. But when it comes to, I think it depends on the workspace, because you can be in a great work environment, you can get along with people and like, you can genuinely become friends, you see each other every day. But I think there's always that barrier because people always have that thing of like your colleagues are not your mates. So I don't know if that's the same like in the creative industry. Do you find, or for you just like it doesn't really matter?
I think unlike corporate, people are more not all in some of y'all creatives and I get it, because some people will say like some people are trying to use them to fill.
That's what I was also about to say, like that.
So I get that chat where certain people feel like, also some friendships feel like it's not genuine, like we're using each other because we're all in the same content, like content space. No, but I won't lie, I think one of like the most solid friendship circles I made, especially last year, was definitely like in the content creation space, like with our Bongani and Whitney and all of them. Like they were all content creators, and like those are the people that have been showing up the most for me. I mean, even when I did like 21 chapters, I think for me that was like true testament, you know, and they filled up like half the seats. So I was like, you know, but I think like with like the space, people are more open to like collaborating. Like corporate is like, let's get along,
let's get the bag.
Like at 5 o'clock,
let's get the bag. Because also now you're having after work drinks, you're chopping your chats, chopping your life. Next week you're being called into boardrooms or whatever, like you don't want your business out out there.
Okay.
And also I think like compared to the creative space, you know, personal and work when you're in corporate, like there's almost a perception that comes with certain things. Like if you're the type of girl, maybe you like to go out, maybe whatever, that's fine, that's your personal life when you're in your 20s. But like you never want your workmates to see you in that light.
When you must block your workmates from your
that's what I did. Hey, I only unblock them now. I only unblock them now.
Don't get too personal.
Otherwise,
don't know what I do on the weekends. Like no. Okay, these are good.
These are good. Burger King wings, they actually bang. They're so underrated.
And one about me, I rate rings and
if she says they're good, like, please.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Yeah.
But also I wanted to say, I feel like with friendships and workspaces and whatever, even in the creative space, I feel like it always just comes down to character. Yeah. Like if somebody is a genuine person, they're a genuine person. Like whether or not they're an influencer, whether they have a million followers or whatever.
That's true.
It just comes down to like who you are, you know. Yeah. But I think it's always hard to discern certain spaces because then it's like, is this genuine or not? But then I mean, if you're someone who doesn't have anything to offer per se, I mean, that's not even a worry of yours. Yeah. You know? But I don't know, maybe the more you grow in your career and stuff like that,
the more you don't know.
But I don't know. I wouldn't know.
And I'm like, I get that. Because I think personally, I'm like a terrible judge of character.
Really?
Like I see the goodness in everyone. Like I think everyone is like a good person, and I think everyone has good intentions. That's why even like with relationships, I find that I struggle like now. Yeah, you know, like I struggle because I really think everyone's a good person. Like I think I can fall in love with anyone because I'm like, oh,
you always
but you're like kind. You know, like you know when you said that you probably didn't mean that. Like even though it's like, but that's a red flag way big. Like it's waving. I'm like, they probably didn't mean it like that, you know. And we're all human, so
I think for me, like I definitely give people the benefit of the doubt. But because I have trust issues, I don't even get to the point of giving them the benefit of the doubt because I'm so closed off. Yeah. I think that's also another reason why it can be difficult to make friends as an adult because it's just like, now I must open up to this person. Like, I must tell them about my life and whatever. Okay, obviously you don't have to
be vulnerable again.
But like, to build a genuine connection, you're gonna have to be vulnerable. Like, you're gonna have to put yourself out there and be like, this is what's going on, you know?
How do you feel about the notion of like, because also I'm like not everyone has to be your close friend. I think I'm for that. Like I think I think when we say it, it kind of sounds wrong, but I think it has to be realistic. I've got friends that I'm like, you, my mate, are like if I'm trying to like go out.
Different friends.
You, for me, are friends that actually enjoy traveling. So if I wanted to travel, these are like my group of friends. These are the ones I can pour my heart out to. These are the ones I can let you know for real. OTA, dog.
Tough times are rough.
It's like it's rough, you know. So I'm like
categorizing.
I know it sounds so weird because at the same time,
but it's valid though.
You don't give everyone like the same access and energy, and maybe if you invested in that, it could grow into something. But I'm all about. I'm like, you know,
I think for me that's
I get along with all of y'all, but
this is where you fit.
Yeah.
I think that's my toxic trait though.
Yeah.
I think like I want everyone to be my close friend. Not I want everyone to be my close friend, but I think that's why I'm closed off to friendships. Because for me, when I'm within a friendship, like I don't know, I struggle with the category thing because I'm just, you know, you're just such a lover girl, like you just have that energy, you just wanna, you know, so I think for me, I literally struggle to do that because it's like, but I don't want to give you half, like I actually want to give you everything. You know, so I think that's why I also struggle with making friendships because that's my toxic trait. Like I literally, if we're friends, like
pour your heart. Oh my god!
I pour out my heart, and that's why I think sometimes I'm not to say I'm not open to friendships, but like I end up keeping everyone. I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't even try to make the friendship deeper. Like if we meet, we're acquaintances, and I'll keep it at that. Like I'm not even gonna be trying to be friends like that because I know that I'm gonna.
This is like KFC. This is like KFC.
I don't like KFC's burgers though, because they always give you that part of the meat, like that part. Like you be chewing until.
I think it's like KFC. So I don't know how I'm gonna rate him, but I'm not mad at him.
Okay, so let's get into making friends on social media. Although we touched on it a bit earlier.
Yeah.
How has your experience been with that? Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you open to it? What are the vibes?
I think I am open to it, but I'm
I
also
see
like
from this video your DMs.
yeah. wait,
DMs.
Hold up, wait. You know what? I think I'm open to it, but I think I am on the fence about it because obviously a lot of like social media is definitely like curated lifestyles and personalities, and you don't actually get to know the person. For me, social media is almost like sometimes when I see like other like actors, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you seem like such a great person, and then you meet the actor in real life, and the actor is different to the character they play. So they may play a vibey character and you may think, oh my goodness, like you seem like such a cool person. And then you meet them in real life and Mutu is actually not a nice person.
Yeah.
So social media for me, I think that's the only thing that like sometimes puts me on the fence. It's like, we can all go, hey guys, and seem like we're nice people. But not everyone is like a good person, right?
Yeah.
But I think I'm open. Like I think I am open. Like I sometimes see like certain accounts and like I wanted to try. Have you ever shot a friendship shot?
I think I have. Have I ever? Yes, I think I have shot a friendship shot. But I feel like with social media friendships, they have to kind of be like organic. Like in the same way that like a romantic relationship, let's say if a guy was to DM you or whatever, like it has to be mutual and it has to be organic. So like the friends I feel like I've made on social media is because there was like a mutual interest in terms of like we'd maybe respond to each other's stories, maybe like support each other, maybe like I don't know how to explain it, but like it just almost happened organically, and then maybe you respond to a story and you're like, oh my gosh, this and that, and then the person's like, oh this whatever, then maybe that's how conversation starts. Maybe you guys talk, then you're like, oh let's link up. Then if the vibes are up in person, then you know it's great. Like I've had success with social media.
I was actually about to say when you're making that,
but it needs to be organic. I don't think it can be. I don't think you can DM me or I can DM you and say, hey, let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Where do we begin? You know, like that for me, I feel like is a bit awkward because then it also makes me question, why do you want to be friends with me? And I'm sure you would also question, why do I want to be friends with you? Like, because you don't know me. So like, what exactly about me is like, let's be friends. However, if it happens organically, it's better because then you can see that you guys have similar interests. Like you are responding to the same things or you're talking about things. Then you can see that, oh, okay, we might get along, whatever, let's link up, whatever. So I'm not against it, but like,
go comment on Natalie's stuff, go like her stuff. When you see a story and you see a restaurant, say, oh my goodness, I wanted to try that restaurant.
I've been wanting to go there, and I'll be like, girl, what?
But I was saying, actually, when you were speaking about the organic thing, I actually agree because two of my really closest friends, Sia and Sianda, actually started on social media. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it was one of those where it's like, we're commenting on each other's things and they were like hyping each other like, girl, what? And then before you know it, like you guys are keeping chats up on like IG and Twitter and this and that. And then we're like, you cool, I'm cool, let's go. And like, that's true. That's true.
It literally just happens. But if somebody's gonna comment under your post like, let's be friends. Also realistically, not even in a mean way, but like realistically, where do we go from there? Like, how do I respond? So you're gonna be like, let's be friends. Okay, cool.
But what does those gents say? Let's go out.
But they don't say let's go out though.
What do they say?
Have you ever had gents just straight up say let's go out? I feel like they at least try to have a conversation first.
No, I should want to.
Well, in my case, like they'll be like, hey, how are you? And I'll be like, oh, I'm good, and you. Then maybe they'll talk about lifestyle. Talk about your page, or like your content. Oh, you like traveling, like whatever. We'll have a conversation. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, can we go out?
Hi,
can we meet on Saturday?
Flip the name. I just
no ways. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the people I meet, they don't have a sense of agency. But yeah, I feel like there has to be a conversation prior. Because if you say hi, can we meet on Saturday? Let's say you say yeah, sure. When we sit in front of you,
and then why?
That's true. It's literally gonna be weird.
That's true.
That has to be organic. And then how do you feel about like things like maybe social climbing or things like this? I think that we spoke of like character. How do you discern if somebody genuinely, well, more so in your case, in your career and space, how do you determine if somebody is actually genuinely, you know, wants to be friends with you or like what are the vibes? Or you just never know.
Like I said, I'm like a terrible judge of that. Like I really am a terrible judge of that. I think it only hits me later on, like once like someone has done something drastic. Because I'm also someone who gives people so many chances, and then someone does something drastic, and then all of a sudden, every other moment before, I'm like, actually,
makes sense.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? Because there's certain friends that like I've had, and like right from the start, it's like, oh my goodness, I saw you with who and who introduced me to da 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 da, and it's like, actually, wait up though, wait up. And I have no problem with like us all vibing along as friends. I think as long as the intention isn't like that, like you're using each other to get to, and I'm also for like plugging each other's friends. Like if there's a certain casting I know, but it must be organic, bro. It must be like you're there to use me. It must be organic.
That's what I also feel like. I feel like if your friend wants to plug you, especially the type of person that you are, like you literally will send people things, you'll put them on.
100%.
It's not because your mate, like 100%. They're gonna want to see you prosper and succeed. They're gonna do it anyway. I don't think it's by force. Like, you know, you have to get them to plug you, or you'll find there's those friends who only message you when they need something. Every other time they're gone. You don't know where they are, but when they need something,
that's so true.
Best believe you're number one on that list. Like,
true. Yo, that's another thing with friendships. Saying, how do you deal with like, what is it? Being in like, it's not 50-50, but I don't think friendships are 50-50, but like give or take.
Reciprocal.
Yeah, reciprocal. Exactly. Yo, I find that like, I find it so difficult because I'm always like, I don't ever want to set a standard of like, what I give is what you must like, what I must receive.
Yeah.
You know? But at the same time, like certain friendships feel like you're the ones carrying them. Like you're the one constantly checking up. You're the one that's showing up for them. You're the one that's this, that, and that, and that, and that. And that person will not lift a finger for you. Like I struggle so much.
Yo, do you know how painful that is? And the thing is, in giving people the benefit of the doubt, you only ever see it at a certain moment, like a specific moment. Maybe you have a milestone, maybe like
birthday.
Guys, actually don't want to talk about birthdays. They are so triggering. Birthdays are so triggering. But literally, it's always at a milestone. It's always at a milestone. It's always at an important moment in your life that you'll realize,
bro.
Like you won't necessarily realize it like beforehand. And I feel like it's so much harder now.
Congrats, bro. Like just congrats. I also feel like that's a new role. Like congrats,
it's literally not even financial. Like you have Wi-Fi at home. It's not gonna cost you anything to say congratulations. Like it's gonna cost you absolutely nothing. And that's what I think. Like sometimes people think it's like the huge gesture of things, like obviously if you're capable to do it, why not go off, you know? But if you're not, even something as small as just saying wow, congratulations, even something as small as just showing up, like if you have something to do or you're doing something, just someone to come and be like, you know what, I'm here, like my presence is here. But I also feel like in this generation or just in general, it's so much harder to find people who still value friendships, you know? And I think I was about to say, but they value me.
Can we give friendships
the same energy?
As we
your man will do you dirty 10 times,
right?
And you'll go back,
right?
Okay, but I'm also the last person to talk because I do cut people off quickly. But at the same time, but I think for me it's because it would have been. It's never at the first instance of something. It's always after like
it's a build up,
and then it's like yo, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna.
Have you cut people off?
I always do, yes. I am literally the queen of cutting people off. Like, no, I literally don't want stress. Like, I literally don't like stress. I think,
and I struggle with that.
I used to be the person who held on so tightly to friendships, especially in high school. Well, post high school friendships, because like we've been friends. Like, how can I just let them go? But these people were repeatedly either not treating me well or just not giving me the time of day. You know, I once had a mate who was like to me, what was this? I don't know. I think I messaged her or something. Like we speak on WhatsApp. It was a high school friend, and then she once responded to me after like a month. And then she was like, she said, oh no, sorry, I wasn't on social media, I wasn't on my phone. But she was posting stories every day. And on top of that, she had like a group chat. So obviously in high school, you guys all have like each other's numbers and stuff. So she had a group chat like with other mates and stuff. So those other friends would sometimes post their conversation, maybe like if there's something funny.
And she's there.
So she's active in that group. But she messaged me after the month, she's like, oh no, sorry, I wasn't on social media or whatever. So it's just that thing of like, I would always be that person. Like I said to you, I'm such a lover girl. Like I give people the best of me. I give them all my time, my energy and whatever. And even when it's not reciprocated, give them the benefit of the doubt. But then ever since like I cut certain people off and I just felt how much lighter my life was, how much better it was. Even if I didn't have like a lot of friends, but it was just like, you know,
knowing that the two that you have like down for real, then extending yourself for others that like.
So those high school relationships were the hardest ones for me to cut off. But the moment I did that, I became neutral to cutting people off because I'm like, if I can cut off this long ass relationship, I can do anything. Obviously for reasons. Not for no reason. I won't just wake up in the morning and cut you off. You show me shame. You're here for hours.
We're here for life, bro. We're gonna see each other in New York and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So for you, you're not a person who cuts people off.
I can't cut people off.
Well.
The thing is, I can't cut people off. I also struggle with like creating like boundaries in general in friendships. I struggle to say no, like in general. So like I'm the type of person, even if my friend was here for like a week and I know that like,
hey,
bro, I don't have it, I won't say no. Like I struggle even with the smallest things. Like even today, how we arranged to like film, right?
Yeah.
This is, I don't know if this is gonna be part of it, but like how we arranged to film, and then like I told you, my mom just called me and said she's gonna show.
Yeah,
come to visit, right? And I had to move you to Monday. Honestly, I was there at brunch. It took me like a good hour before I'm like,
really?
Like I'm trying to make way because to me it's like no, like we've planned to like do this. So it feels like I don't want to cancel on you. Like I struggle so bad. Like I struggle.
But also sometimes feel like with boundaries and stuff, it depends on the person or whatever. Because I feel like if you had messaged me and I was like, oh, okay, or like, girl, like you know, if the way people receive it,
that's true.
Also kind of helps you either have them or not have them. Because even with certain friends, I feel like there were friendships whereby it would be hard to put in boundaries because I feel like how they're gonna respond, how they're gonna feel. But I feel like if you have like a healthy friendship and like you're not doing anything drastic,
they understand.
You know, they're gonna understand and like
it comes from a proper place. That's true.
It's not coming from like a weird place.
Yeah.
But speaking on boundaries, what do you think are like friendship red flags, if any? But again, you said you're a bad judge of character. I don't have the right person to ask.
Let's start with you. What do you think that
The thing is, I also don't know because I don't think I've been in a situation whereby I've seen red flags, or maybe because I'm blind. Like, you know, they say love is blind.
They're not even red. You look at them, you're like, they're not even red. They're probably normal.
Because sometimes I tell somebody else a situation, like for example, if I'm in a situation with a friend, and then I'll maybe speak to my older sister or my sister and be like, am I crazy? Like, what's your perspective on this?
That's true.
And then they'll be like, girl, this person is taking you for a ride on the and I'm like, what? Really? Like, I can't even see it, so I don't even really know like, what a red flag would be.
But I think for me, friends that don't show up, like friends that don't show up for you. And I get it, guys. I get it because life's busy, people are working, we've stepped into this new phase of our life and whatever, but I do think that like you have to like make time for like things that matter. You have to prioritize certain things, like bro, show up for certain things in my life, like the same way you show up for your partner, you know. So for me, I think showing up has been like the one thing I look for, because I know that I show up.
And you show up,
try
to me
my best to show up for people.
You show up.
I'm like,
it has to be like, it really has to
I feel like
and that also makes me feel like I have an unpopular opinion on the concept of low maintenance friends, because guys, like to an extent, like you don't have to talk every day, like that's valid, but I think sometimes this new wave of like being a low maintenance friend is just low-key an excuse to just do the bare minimum and get away with it.
I get that.
The same way with like romantic relationships. And I mean, your friend doesn't have to be, but even just the concept of like seeing a friend as high maintenance. Like I feel like if somebody is your mate, and obviously we have different love languages, we have different things, always it's communication, people's personalities are different. Your friend might want to talk every day, maybe you want to talk every day, that's fine. You'll meet each other halfway or whatever, you'll check up on each other, you'll do whatever. Like you'll find the middle ground between your friendship styles. But I don't think there's anything wrong with like actually being friends in the way you should be. Speaking to your friends, checking up on your friends, showing up for your friends. Like,
and we get it, guys, like life gets busy, but I swear to you, I promise you, in a week you can just message someone and be like, Chummy, are you good? Obviously, my status is there, I've been going this week. You can just say, Mara, Chummy, like,
it's everything a grand.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Like,
and I also feel like in the age of social media, you don't even have to work hard.
You don't see
whatever. Like even if you guys are not speaking, let's say on WhatsApp or having a full-blown conversation, respond to a story, like a story, whatever. Like
you're saying my outfit looks cute. Like
you look cute today, and it's done and dusted. You don't have to have a full-blown conversation. You don't have to have discourse every day. But like just literally put effort into your friendships, because your people and friendships, like they really value romantic relationships, and nothing is wrong with that. Like love your man, girl, but do you?
But your friends don't Go stick by you for life.
That's the thing, because when your man goes, you wanna come back.
People that are there, are definitely your friends.
And also, what's that chat of like when somebody gets into a relationship and then they just mind their mates? Like, what's your take on that?
You know what? Stop that. But I get it. To a certain
you wanna focus on their relationship.
I get it. Like, you know when you're like in love. You're in love. It's not that like we're cutting off our friends. It's just every single day I want to see this person.
Exactly.
Because it's new and it's exciting and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not for definitely like cutting off your friends. I'm not for that, because I do think that like, even if it's a healthy relationship and everything, you still need to have a full life outside of your
partner.
Like, and your partner will see that you're able to say, no, today actually I'm hanging out with Natty. Like, I'm so sorry. Yeah. And sometimes that scares me, because sometimes like a lot of people end up in like, because like abuse isn't just physical and like emotionally abusive relationships, because their partner is the entire world, and it's the person that's controlling them, and no one else is telling you to marry me.
This is not right.
That's manipulating. That he's gaslighting you. You know what I'm saying? So friends are important in relationships. No one gives the greatest advice like friends. Like sometimes when I meet people now, I message my best friend. I'm like, show me. This is a full scenario. What do you think? Because love, guys.
But one thing I won't listen to my friends. Please do what's going to make you happy, eh?
I want the advice, but it doesn't mean I want to take it. But I'll know. This is what's better.
No, like, give it to me. I'll keep it in the back of my mind. I promise you. But it doesn't mean that.
Oh my goodness, that's actually.
I'm gonna take it. But also, like, as adults, like, I feel like you should be allowed to make your own decisions. And I feel like as a friend, even if you advise your friend and your friend doesn't take your advice, you can still be there for your friend. Like, I don't think it's a thing to say I told you so, or like, girl, you should have listened, or whatever the case is.
We get back now. And you're gonna do that again.
That's the thing. And maybe the next time it will be you, you know? So I think like you can advise your friends and all of that. And as a friend, you can choose to either take or not take advice. Because also I feel like with romantic relationships, like, you know how they say like nobody knows your partner like you know them. Like, if he says he's sorry, guys. I'm joking, guys. I'm not talking about like abusive situations. Like, definitely not. Not toxic, not abusive situations. But like, I feel like with romantic relationships, it's you and that person. And in as much as I can relay a story to you, you won't really know how I feel unless you're inside it. That's the thing. But like, no, guys, don't cut off your friends, because you will literally be with them. And also, who's gonna plan your proposal, your engagement, your baby showers?
No, you have
your man and his homeboys.
Plan your own bridal shower and make it a surprise for yourself.
Your man and his homeboys. We're not gonna do it, please.
And life is better with friends, guys. Like, life is hard. It's fun, but it's hard. But when you've got your friends, like every single time I hang out with my friends, I just feel like life is worth living. Like, oh my goodness, I'm like, actually,
so valid. Life is worth living.
After this lunch, I can continue with life. Like, my friends,
I can go on.
I get that. I think another for me, and this one sounds a bit selfish, right? But I think like a bit of another red flag. I don't like. And this, I think there's like a thin line, right? Because I definitely think we have to offer each other emotional support as friends, right? But I've been in certain friendships where like it feels like the people are just always like, I'm always having to pour in until like I feel like a therapist.
Oh yes, like, I get what you're saying.
And I don't say don't go because but it felt like every single time. And like in the same way as well, I'm always carrying them. Like, okay, Chomi, but this week I'm not doing okay. Chomi? But like, the minute I start, the person then switches it about them as well.
Triggering, guys. Another red flag, like in relation to what you're saying, is like friends that are self-centered. In the sense that you cannot get a word in. It's not about you. You are the supporting character of their life. And you know what, guys? I'm all for being the main character, but you are the main character in your own life. Not in other people's lives. I'm not the main character in Pantale's life. She's not the main character in my life. You're the main character in your life. But when it comes to other people, like in your life. But when it comes to other people, like you guys, it has to be 50-50 or whatever. But like we can't always talk about you,
right?
And what you're going through,
right?
And whatever. You know, I once had a mate like, and this sounds crazy, but like I once had a mate where like the moment you start wanting to share something or needing that emotional support from a friend, not even like you're depressed or like you're going through the most, but just general conversation like this is what's going on in my life, the topic would change. Like if it's not about that person, then there's no point talking about it. The moment you need them, like they're nowhere to be found. Even when you're going through the most, your friend is nowhere to be found. And I feel like you don't have to be a therapist to your friend, but just to be like, are you okay? You see me going through the most, are you okay? When times are up, you there,
bro.
You're number one. When I'm going through the most, ghost.
And when you're going through, I'm the one carrying you. So that's my only thing. It's like I found myself in like so many of like friendships where like, I felt like I was carrying people emotionally. And I get it as well. Like I'm definitely like it takes longer for me to open up. So I get that. But when I'm not okay and everything is about you, get it? Yo, my mom died. Oh, yo, my uncle died. Yo, my cat died. Yo, my dog died. Boy.
That's another thing, guys. Friends that compete with you. It's not a competition, my love.
That's actually a red flag.
It's not a competition.
In general. But you know what it is, like those weird things. What do you think about those people that like feel like their friends are copying them? Like I don't know, I find that weird. Like I'm like, why do you think your friends are copying you? But also,
it's very tricky.
It's
very tricky. I think that one is very tricky. It's main characters.
Sometimes I'm like,
it's main characters.
You think everyone's competing with you, my love? No, man.
But yeah, friends that compete with you, I feel like it's definitely a red flag. Friends that can't be happy for you, it's definitely a red flag. Because I feel like if your friend can only be happy for you when they're also happy or when things are also working for them, it's a bit of a red flag because then it low-key gives competition. Like, why must you only be happy for me when you're happy? Like if your career is progressing and thriving and mine is stagnant, I can still be happy for you as my mates. I'm so happy that
and no one's saying like
this thing.
We're not gonna fight. Like I think part of it is human. To feel like
yo, I'm not making
man,
progress.
I really wish that like I would. But that doesn't take away from celebrating your friends.
Yeah,
you keep that thought, put it on your journal. Pray to God, like God, oh my goodness, I love that my friends are winning. You know what? May you also like continue pushing me in
God
my
is in the
path.
Neighborhood, Kim.
Jealous, envious, that's like evil.
If your friends are winning, guys, God is in the neighborhood.
Right?
Like you are within the winning circle. Like,
and I love seeing my friends win. Actually,
I genuinely do.
Oh my goodness.
So then, how do you feel about like? Do you think there's room for transparency in friendships in terms of like those types of emotions? Like, do you think you could go to a friend and be like, your friend, let's say you're in a happy relationship and you know it makes me feel some type of way, would you mind not, or maybe like, yes, you can tell me about your relationship but please not every day, or like it's triggering for me, like is there room for that level of vulnerability or that level of transparency in friendships?
I don't think so.
Or you just keep it inside?
I think you just keep it inside. I will I'm gonna keep it with myself and my journal,
because on the receiving end
I get it. Yeah, because I think if tables were flipped and someone, it's like it's a hard message to translate, because sometimes it would feel like, then also I don't want to like feel weird about sharing certain parts, you know, because now I'm like, how you gonna feel about now I have to consider before I tell you, oh, my partner just did this, because when it's tricky. I think it's
but then
what
it's like
you are okay with, like deal with whatever phase you're in and then like get out of it, because I think you also get out of it. Like sometimes it's like it's just those like couple months where like you feel like your career is like in a bit of a slump, but then next month maybe it's better and you're fine now, you know. So I don't know about having a conversation about it,
because then what if it's something that's like genuinely affecting you? Like let's say you're your friend's go-to person, maybe you're your friend's only friend, okay, and they're telling you about it day in and day out, you are just like going through the most. But yeah, it's tricky.
It's so tricky.
I don't think there's a set answer, but like I was just wondering, like,
no, that's tricky. I don't know. I just know I would just keep it moving. Like I know deep down, I'd be like, oh my goodness, please stop. But I will just keep going. Like, oh, is a friend, okay.
Oh, okay. Because then I feel like also sometimes the response then shows, because like you can be happy, your friend, I mean, he just did this for me. Then your friend's like, oh, okay. And it's not that she's not necessarily happy for you, but like it's a bit triggering. But it's a tricky space.
I'm so full.
Friendships and men.
Ooh,
So while we are still talking about them, what do you think is like girl code or like friendship girl code? Some things that as a friend and friends and relationships, like how do they interact? Like how do you navigate that? Friendships and being in a relationship.
I think the same thing we said firstly, like don't drop your friends when you get into a relationship. Don't drop your friends when you get into a relationship. What do you think about like friends being with people that you've been with? Like, you know, like when
friends, like are we friends?
Like, when you date my, like when not when we're together, but later on you date my ex. Or dating the same
how
circle. Like, I always see those debates, it's like, yo, just because it didn't work out with you and him, doesn't mean you must not be fighting my husband.
Also,
but I'm just like,
but it's also then tricky because for me, then makes me wonder like, all this time that we're together.
Were you? That's my thing.
What are their vibes? But I guess I also felt like how long ago? Because if my ex from high school,
yeah,
or like my ex from primary, like.
But
you know,
what if your friend was doing the guy dirty and the guy's a good person? Now you let it slip? Yeah, let it slip.
But the guy's not my guy anymore.
Wait, yeah, so breaks up with your friend, but you've seen the guy and you know it's a good gent.
Oh, but your friend is like...
Your friend was the one who was doing him dirty, but they've broken up now. So, do you shoot your shot?
You know what, guys? I think it comes down to timing, first of all. Like, how long ago
I think that's fair.
was the situation? And it comes down to depth.
Yeah,
there's some exes whereby it doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago. There's that one chance that no ways.
I was about to say, I think also how serious. Like, there's some questions where you guys... relationships where it was like a month or like you guys were exploring. It wasn't that deep. Like you didn't fall like that.
Yo, but then what if like Vele they get into and then for them like it's serious. So, like for them like it's proper. Or like what if the guy
what if
the guy did you dirty and then your friend goes for them?
Yo.
What then?
That's so tricky.
That's very tricky.
But you know what's another thing
that this person treated me bad. Like why do you want?
And then you wanna go.
Do you remain friends also? Because it's not weird. Because now you tell me about your now boyfriend that's my ex.
That's my ex. Like,
oh yeah, he's like that. No, like it's also a bit weird.
This is his favorite color. I'll teach me what should I get him for his birthday.
I mean, because you know what's better. He wanted this. Maybe you should get it because I never ended up getting it for him.
Oh my goodness. But I think now with like not being in a relationship, the one thing that I've been like struggling with, actually this is confessions time, right?
Hey, exclusive.
It's like some of my friends, like we kind of have the same type in the people would go for, right? So if your friend has a crush on someone and you also may like the person, what now? Like I've had friends that like have crushed on people and I'm just like, well, I also kind of did like them.
Like I also kind of did.
Now why?
Yo, guys, I think it always just then goes down to communication. Like, you guys are gonna have to decide as mates. Like, what must happen? For me personally, I feel like the guy should decide in the sense that if you guys both like someone, but he likes the other person, you can't force him to like you, you know what I mean? And like I think it's unfair to take that chance away from your friend, especially if like it's a crush. Like if it's very early stages, it was just something like, oh, okay, I think he's cute, I might want to get to know him or whatever. But like if he's not interested in you, I think sometimes we just have to be strong, guys. Like just give that grace for her to have a chance. Maybe it might not work out. Maybe it might. Maybe you might even meet someone better. Because also like if it's a crush, it's early stages. It's not too serious. But if it's somebody that like you were in a talking stage with or vibing with or like getting to know, that's when it's tricky. And also, what if he likes both of you?
Yo.
Then what?
Yeah, cause me and my friend are both awesome people. We're actually both great people. So
then what?
Now what?
Now what? Because I was gonna say if he decides who he likes or whatever, it's kind of an easier decision because you can't force him to like you.
Between me and that people, so what?
If he likes us both, then what? I think only time will tell them. Maybe you'll get.
I find that so tricky. Like if my friend's like,
but also, can you put dibs on a person? As mates, can you say like, let's say you like someone, like let's say you guys have the same type, and you're like, show me, I like this guy or whatever. Like, can you not possess him, but like, can you be like, hey,
I think
that's my
usually,
chance.
I think that's usually the energy though, but I think it like the only thing that like it works out for are people that are more vocal. Like I wouldn't say who I like. I don't say who my crush. I don't say who I like. So it's like you're more
So
vocal.
you have to suffer in silence.
So you're the one saying, oh my goodness, I like this person, and now you're sending their profile.
So
and
you
I'm like,
have to suffer in silence.
I actually
Like them first, but
like
it's fine.
them too. So here we are. I think another thing for me with like friendships and relationships, I don't know how you feel about this. Your friends, like becoming friends with your partner.
I was about to ask you that also. I feel like within boundaries, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be nice, well for me at least, like also just like with going out or traveling or whatever, I think it would be nice to be in spaces where I can mesh the two. Like I want to be able to be with my partner and kill two birds with one stone, also be with my friends and they get along and everybody's, you know, it's a good time. But I guess it also always just goes back down to the whole circle thing. Like I feel like you guys can get along. You don't need to be friends. Like you don't need to have each other's numbers. You don't need to talk on WhatsApp. You don't need to call each other. There's no need for that. But like if we're in the same spaces or like you should just be able to get along. But I don't think you can't be friends like in the traditional sense of a friendship, like my man is your homie, like he's your
I agree.
Now you're asking him for advice. Now you're asking him to help you out. Now you need to be picked up. He's coming to pick you. You're not a deputy girlfriend, babes. Like
I think
within boundaries.
I think I agree. I think that would be it for me because I've been on the other side where like, you know, my friends became like my partner's friends, besties even, you know what I'm saying? And it gets awkward in the end because also now you get along with me, you get along with me. And now half of my friends have stopped being friends with me because they've decided, you know what I'm saying? So
it gets tricky in the end.
I don't know if it's PTSD, but I get you. I'm like, yeah, maybe you guys can know him, but I don't know about us.
Yeah, you can know and get along, but don't be friends.
Yeah, don't be friends.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know about that anymore. Like I'm
also I feel like now do they stop? Like you have to pick a side, you know?
Exactly.
Is there a world where they can be friends with both of them?
That's the thing is it gets to that point where you have to pick a side because if I'm out here pouring my heart, I'm not gonna pour my heart out to you if I know that you're still friends with that person because that's someone you might I'm not gonna be comfortable and it's not even like that I want to say bad things, but I think we have to allow each other like space to be sad and to be angry when things end, you know what I'm saying?
When it's valid.
So now how do I speak to you openly if I know
that you're friends with that person?
So I'm just like,
yeah, that's true. It does get tricky in the end.
Yeah.
So what happens in the case where if they were friends with your partner before you, maybe you made friends with that person through your partner?
That's your partner's friend then though.
No, okay.
That's your friend though.
That's not your friend. Okay, valid. That's not your friend.
Valid.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
But if they are your friend and they meet your partner through you and become friends, you're gonna have to pick a side.
Moving forward, you guys can be cordial, but like I think that's what it has to end. Like
that has to end there. It literally has to end there.
No. Besties of the opposite gender in a relationship. Are you for it?
It's not happening. I'm actually your best friend. What do you do when I'm your best friend?
I'm your world, bro.
I'm your best friend. My only exception is if that's your childhood friend that grew up with since you was 2, and obviously if you guys wanted anything to happen between you, it would have happened, you know?
I feel
like if you were in their life before me, I can't really come and say cut them off after 10 years.
Cut them off.
No, Chomi. A long-lasting friendship like that.
You know what? I think I'm one of the people that are double standard because I've got like male besties. I'm from my male besties. But why does my partner have female? Why?
But guys, it always goes back down to boundaries.
Why am I not your
person? Why is your childhood friend or whatever?
Because best friend is deep, dog. Like,
best friend is deep because it's like if you're not talking to me,
you the best friend before they even come to you. They're telling them how sad they are before.
And then your best friend can break up with that hand.
Yeah.
She doesn't rate you.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. Because best friend is deep. Like, and I feel like if you have a best friend outside of me, like, where do I fit in almost? Because like, if you're gonna talk to them, if you're gonna go out with them, think your decisions with them, they might as well be your girlfriend.
They like things to get you, like, things black or white top. Boy,
they might as well still be your girlfriend then. Yo, what can I say? Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always on the fence. Like I said, I'm very double standard because I do have male best friends.
I'm really.
But I
feel like if you're there before me, it's more acceptable because like for you to make a female best friend after me is weird.
Yeah.
Weird app.
Hey, but even before,
where did you meet? Why are you making best friends now? What's going on?
Why find the boys, dog? Do you not have the boys? I'll take the boys.
But they have the boys. They have the boys and their best friends.
Boy, why? Why?
Because that's their bestie.
Why are they
What about friends in your relationship? Like, what are the, not say boundaries, but like how much say or whatever do friends have within your relationship? If you're in a relationship, do you feel like your partner should be asking their friends for advice, or you asking your friends for advice, vice versa? Or like, what are the vibes with people like your friends entering your relationship? Like it's a group project.
I think it's a bit tricky that one. I think like you and your partner have to sort of draw a line, because I do think that like there's certain things it's great to get a third perspective on. But like I'm not for, like certain people will tell you about their thingies and then villainize their partners, and then after that go back to their partners. So
and you are the fool.
And exactly, and now I'm mad at them and I'm hating
now you
what
look
they did to my
bad,
friend, but they're gonna go back. So I do think that like also you must sit with yourself first and like check with yourself, is this something that I'm willing to forgive, right? Or is this something I really I want a third opinion because I might follow a third opinion, like I actually want to hear what my friend will say, or am I just mad? I'm also not for like people being a part of your relationship, hey, like, cause like there's certain things, like even in friendships, like there's certain things like we're gonna hurt each other, bro. We are going to hurt each other, and there's certain
especially for a long time. If we
for a long time, like it's not always gonna be jolly. We're gonna have to forgive each other many times, the same way you forgive each other so many times in relationships, right? But I won't go out and be like, yo, let me tell you guys what Natalie did. If I still want this friendship to continue, unless there's a certain thing I'm like, I want advice on how to deal with this. This is what Natalie did. I'm not sure how to approach this situation. How do you think I approach it? Then I think maybe you get a third opinion, But to in your business, why?
That's valid. Because then with friendship circles also, in dynamics like that, do you have room to ask for advice on an issue that you're going through with another friend? In the same friend group. And not even in a negative way, not even to villainize your friend or to speak badly of them. But like you're saying to just be like, yo, there's a situation between me and her. How do I approach it? What do you think I should do?
But I always find, or maybe it's, but I just feel, because I've been in a couple, I'm in a couple of like squad friendships. That even in squad friendships, people always like gravitate towards each other. Like we're all friends, all 15 of us. But actually, in the 15, I've got 2 close friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so I think when you're speaking to your close friends, they're the ones that like get it for you, you know? Hey!
Hey, I'm going to struggle personally. And then second last topic is maintaining adult friendships. So obviously life is lifing. Life is always life. One thing about life. And also just like things like long distance friendships and stuff like that. Maybe you guys are not in the same place. Or maybe you were and now you're not. Like in your 20s, life is just rapidly changing, you know?
True.
So how do we maintain adult friendships in the midst of life?
I think we have to be intentional. Like we actually have to be intentional about speaking to each other, but also about seeing each other. Like
I'm more about seeing each other. Also like
let's you, bro. Like hey, once every 3 months, can we just catch up? Even if it's like we're dedicating a day to catching up. Like we're gonna go to breakfast and then we're gonna run errands and we can catch up. I love one because I have some certain friendships that are long distance, and when we come together, it's like, bro, you must be intentional about this specific day, and on this day, no matter what happens, this is what we're doing, and it's about us. It's actually me and you. We're gonna be chatting and doing this and this.
Gonna unpack.
But I think communication as well is a big one, and I'm subbing myself because I'm terrible. I really am. I literally put up a WhatsApp status yesterday. She's like, sorry guys. I'm like, guys, I've been so bad. Also, I like struggle to multitask when it comes to like different communications. Like I'm like when I'm speaking to Nati, I'm focusing on what you're saying.
Yeah, what's going on
How
here?
people are able to like answer numerous
so many things.
I struggle with that a bit, but I think communication is a big one. And like you said, it doesn't necessarily always have to be like
every day.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just us. You see,
once in a while. Oh, you
and then
are you fine? I'm good.
100%.
Oh, let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I think you have to make time.
Yeah, it has to be intentional.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be by chance that
hey.
you're going to be friends.
Yeah.
Especially more so with so much happening in life. You literally have to be intentional. Like sometimes you'll find you even have to schedule.
Literally,
you have to look at calendars and say, "Yo, okay, this day,
3rd of March,
3rd of March." We're linking up, but yeah, you literally have to be intentional.
Yeah,
I do think like it becomes, I don't know, like also this thing of being in different life stages in your 20s. Excuse me, it can be tricky because let's say if your friend has a baby or your friend has a family or something, it's not as simple as just being like, yo, show me, let's go out.
Yeah,
let's do this, you know? Maybe if you're working,
some people are getting engaged.
Yeah, exactly. Or like if you're working and your friend is not working, it might not be that simple to be like, yo, show me, let's just go and do A, B, and C, you know? So I do think circumstances do play a role, but I do think there's a way. Like I do think you can make a way in whatever the case is. If that means going on to a restaurant where your friend's child can also play, going to a restaurant. If it means you guys don't necessarily go to a restaurant, maybe you just go to each other's houses and chill, or like go for a picnic or whatever. Like even with some of my friends and stuff. Like if financially things are rough, you can't just go to each other's house. We can go to each other's house and watch YouTube. Watch Netflix and chill. You want to Netflix and chill with Jen, but you don't want to Netflix and chill with your friends.
But I catch you up.
But yeah, like I think there's always a way. Like there can always be a way. And I don't think your friends should like villainize you for your circumstance or your situation or whatever. If you guys are really mates like that, you know, you can find a way. Like you can literally find a way. Because especially now, so in your 20s, like everybody's in different things. Like some people are even still studying, some people are working. Like I could be going to work every day. Somebody could work from home. You know, they have time. I don't necessarily have weekend time. Some of my friends are
freelancer, whether you're corporate.
Exactly. Some friends are at school, they have exam season. When you're trying to turn up, like it's tricky, guys. Because there's a lot going on, but you literally have to be intentional. Like you have
to make time, guys. And being busy is not an excuse. I just want you guys to know, you'll never like stop being busy. I used to think, oh, when I'm finished with school, you finish school, there's work, you finish work, there's life, you finish, and like you're constantly healing, you're constantly finding yourself, you're constantly finding your own stride. I don't think, like, maybe I don't know because I haven't reached, but it doesn't look like it's getting easier. It doesn't look like it's
actually have to learn from that, but that's actually valid.
It's not gonna.
That's all valid.
It's not gonna.
Because I'm the type of person where I feel like I want to be free. Like I literally want to have. I want to be free.
Make it work in the craziest.
That's actually valid. Like it's not. You're not gonna get less.
100%.
That is so true.
100%.
Yeah.
So make time.
Actually,
make time.
You have to make time for your friends. Like, and how are you so busy? You're the president. Like Beyonce's time. Lori Harvey has time for her friends. Please.
Bro, even the Kardashians hang out with their friends.
Literally, yeah, that's true. And then the very last thing that I'd like to end this video off is a question for both of us. What is something that we have learned from each other, like as friends, or something that like our friendship has taught you, or that you've learned from the individual?
I think I've got a couple. I think one thing that I've learned, or that I've grasp from you, is like this like ability to dream. I think you do that so well. Like you envision like your higher self, like where you want to be, and I think that inspires me to dream as well. Like you'll say I see myself as like the biggest thingy and as a presenter and this, and you dream big, bro. And I think that's one thing that like always inspires me, is like, oh my goodness, no matter what like the circumstance, no matter what phase in your life you're at, you're always still dreaming and saying, but you know what, I know that I'm gonna be grand after this and this and this. And I think that's inspired me like to dream big, because sometimes life can get hard and you look at your circumstances and feel like you're not where you want to be, but sometimes you just need to look bigger, right? I think too as well, I think one thing I love about you is how you're able to also like be openly like so vulnerable, and I love that. I think I love that. It's like you don't pretend when you're not okay. So I think I love that. I think I love that you honor your emotions. I think you've told me to honor emotions and honor if I'm not okay, and if I'm sad, if I'm not grand. I think you do that so beautifully, and I think even we were having this conversation just recently about like you're saying that like I'm gonna honor whatever I feel, and the next day I'm gonna get right back up because joy comes in the morning.
Joy comes in the
morning. And then thirdly, Natalie's work ethic, guys. I feel inspired to
work ethic.
Nah, you got a work ethic. Right? Natalie creates bomb content. I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and let her know that she makes bomb content. But you work, bro. You work, and you're intentional about working towards your dreams, and I think that's inspiring.
Chummy.
Yeah.
So sweet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think for me, I've also learned like a couple of things from our friendship and from you as a person as well. And I think definitely one of the things was like, I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe I can liken it to like romantic relationships. Like, you know how, let's say you've been hurt or you've been gone through the most with people, you almost like close up and then you just like don't even want to try. And I feel like, well, when our friendship started growing and stuff, you're somebody who told me that like it's actually okay to like be friends, in the sense that it's okay to like, you help me let my guard down, in the sense that like you can show up for your friends, you can, you know, do all of these things. Like, you're somebody who showed me that there are people out there who still value friendship, and that in turn made me, you know, not want to be so like hardened or so jaded, and to actually just be like, oh, you know what, like I can put my heart on the line, you know, if I die, I die, you know. And also just how you're so intentional yourself, and how you always show up for your friends, like no matter how busy you are, no matter how, hey, and you be busy, child. She be busy, but like you literally always show up for your friends, and that's something that I've also like learned from you, like to actually like, you kind of showed me that you don't have to be nonchalant in friendships. Like, it's actually okay to love out loud. It's actually okay to friendship. Like, it's okay to friendship. And I think also another thing is just like your spontaneity. Like, just how you're like in love with life, you know?
Let's go!
Obviously not all the time. But just how you're in love with life, how you romanticize the little things, how you like find and follow your joy. Like, even if it's something like roller skating or something like so random, but like you find the things that make you happy, even if it's hiking, it's nature, it's whatever, and you just go and do it. And that for me is also really like something that I've taken, because I'm like, you know, whatever little things make me happy. Like, sometimes you just want the big things. I just want to be doing big things, luxury life, but you know, whatever small little things make you happy, like actually just go for them. And that whole thing of being in love with life, being spontaneous, just living life. I remember even at your grad dinner how everyone like everyone literally had a story, like, no, I met her here, no, she was doing this, no, she made me go here, randomly
let's go.
Like, just how you just live life, you know. And also just, I feel like your work ethic as well, like you're a person who really does like work hard, you go after what you want, like you also do believe in yourself. And I think that's something that's really amazing, like just seeing you live out your purpose or getting close to that, and just like practically doing it. Like, you know, sometimes you just feel like some things are just not possible. Like, is it possible to be creative and live life? Is it possible to, you know, sustain and whatever? And I think that from you, even just seeing you like flourishing, thriving and stuff, for me, that also inspires me to dream bigger, because I'm just like, you for me are an example that like it's possible, you know? So yeah, that's love you loads, KCC. But anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope it's not 2 million hours, guys.
Hey, we chop. We actually
chop. Me and that laptop. It's actually me and that laptop. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please let us know in the comments anything. Really share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what your thoughts are on friendship. Let us know if you want more videos, topic suggestions in the comment section down below, because we definitely bringing back more conversations on the channel. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.